guys, today I'm going to make these little pouches to put your sanitary towels into. There we go, that's the standard size sanitary towel, and you can get quite a few in there, and it's got a little popper on the top, and it's just great to chuck into your bag, and it just conceals what it is, and if ever anything falls out your bag, you know, you're not going to get embarrassed. It's a great little bag just to pop your sanitary pads into. Right, so I'll show you how to make it. It is so easy. It's such an easy pattern. Right, so here's the pattern. So I've just used an old envelope. You can use anything you've got. It's 5 inches by 7 inches. So cut your rectangle and then fold it in half and just snip off the one corner. And then you'll get that template. And then the other template is 4.5 inches by 5 inches. So once you've cut those out, get your material. This is just a plain cotton material I've got here. You can use anything. I mean, you can even upcycle an old shirt, an old skirt, anything like that really. So we're just going to draw around the template. To start with, we'll use this one. We'll draw, I'm just using a standard marker pen as well. You don't need anything fancy. So draw round your first template twice. There we go. And then your second template twice. So you've got 2 of each template. So it's very quick and easy to do. Right, so I'm just going to cut those out. And if you haven't got a machine, you can hand stitch this. It's such a quick and simple pattern. Okay, so there they are all cut out. The next stage is to get your 2 front pieces. Now I know that one matches this and lines up really well, so I use it as my front one and this is my back. So I just put that face up and then I put this one face up. And then we're just going to go and stitch a line across the top of here at about 1/4 inch seam allowance. So there you go, I've stitched all the way along the top. You can hand stitch this if you don't have a machine. Now I'm just going to fold that over. And then I'm going to make sure it's all lined up around the outside and iron it. First of all, I just iron it over to the side. Fold it over. Get the top nice and straight. And iron that again. So there we go, nicely ironed. Now I'm just going to stitch again to hold this down. Another 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way along the top. So all the way along there. There you go, as you can see I've just stitched all the way along. So that piece now is held together nicely. Then we get, I'm just going to quickly iron that because it's creased on that one side, just to make it easier. There we go, so we're now going to sandwich it together. So we just pop that one in the middle and then that one on the top. Now we'll pin this into place just so it doesn't move about. And we'll pin the side where the inside pocket bit is. There we go. And now I'm just going to sew again. So this time I'm going to sew all the way around the outside and leave this top bit open. Probably like 1/4 to 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, so there you go. I've sewn all the way around the outside. And now we just got to turn it over. So turn it through itself and push out the corners nicely. And there we go. So I like mine that way because I think that looks nice with the blue along the top. Or if you turn it just through like that, you can actually have it this on the other side. Look, so now that's slightly different, but it matches up on the outside this way round. So I'll probably keep it that way. So whichever way you want it to look when it's finished, turn it the opposite way. And then we're just going to press this along the top. Make sure that's all nicely pressed. And we're going to sew along the bottom. So we're just going to sew 1/4 to 1/2 inch seam allowance along the bottom. And then after we've sewn the straight line, we're going to do a zigzag. So I'll go and do that now. Okay, so I'll bring it up close so you can see. So I've done a straight line and then I've done a zigzag line, and I've just got the needle to hit off the edge so it sort of encases the edge. So then just trim off any little bits and bobs and then turn it round the right way. Push your corners out. You can use a pen sometimes just to help get those corners out. It's a little bit stiff. There we go. So now that's ready like that, I'm just going to turn that over to where I'd like it. And then I'm going to press. Okay, so now you've got your little pouch. You can either put a little button on, a popper, anything you like, a little bit of ribbon maybe, anything, but I like to use the popper press studs. Now these are fab, and once you've bought them you will use them on so many things. I mean, I just love these. So it's called a snaps and pliers set. I got mine off Amazon. They were very reasonably priced, around the £10 to £15 mark. So you get the pliers and you'll need the little pokey stick. And then it's about picking what colour poppers you like. I'm going to go for a pink popper on this one because I put a little green popper on that one, which also looked really nice. So it depends on the fabric you're using. So with the poppers you need, that's just, there we go, a front and a back. And another front and back. They're slightly different, as you'll see when you use them. So what you need to do is find out where you'd like your popper. I'd like mine right in the middle there. So I'm just going to, you can measure this or do it by eye, up to you. I'm just going to push that through the first flap and then through the bottom. And that sort of just creates a little hole to push your stud through. So the first one goes in the back. You just got to sort of push that on. Push it on and then put your next bit in. And then use the pliers to just press them together. There we go. And then at the front here, find the hole again. Push that one through and then put your backing bit on. They're very easy to use and you don't need much pressure. There we go. So there's your other little pouch. So I made 2 little pouches today and I'm really pleased with them. They've come out really lovely. Obviously you can tell how the pattern changes depending where you put your template. So if you have some material with a central design, just line up your template to fit that on. So here's my pads and I can pop them in there. You can also make these for your friends and family. and they just pop straight in your bag or handbag very easily. I hope you like my tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more DIYs. I'm always making something. Thanks for watching.